Hey guys, I want to talk about body image for one sec. I want to tell you something that I told my sisters a long time ago when we first got on YouTube. So it was really scary when we first got on YouTube because I was not experiencing this and you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but suddenly there was random strangers commenting on our bodies and comparing our bodies to each other, which is kind of like a young girl's worst nightmare. And you might experience some of that in your life, but then once you get on YouTube, you suddenly open up to literally thousands of comments of that, which is crazy. So basically, I saw this and I could foresee that this could cause some huge problems for me and my sisters. So I kind of gave myself and then my sisters this whole talk that I just want to give you right now. Because I've seen a lot of the things you guys say about yourselves and your bodies, and it's so heartbreaking. Just talking about how you're fat or you're ugly or you're disgusting or all these horrible things. One of the first things I said was, we don't have responsibility to anyone to have a perfect body. We're not in charge of that. We're not responsible for that. We don't owe anyone anything with our body. You don't owe the world you making your body look the way that someone else wants it to look or a way that's appealing to someone else. You do not owe that to anyone, first of all. So first off, it's not my job to look perfect according to you. It's not your job to look perfect according to me or anyone else. And I know this sounds like it's impossible, but I know this from my own life. It is possible to literally choose that you are going to like your body or whatever it is about you, to choose, I'm going to like this thing that I don't really like, and then to actually learn to love it. That's actually possible. I know it sounds like it's not. And you cannot forget, you can't just say in your mind, well, if I looked like you, it would be easy for me to do that. Because I know so many girls who look what people would consider to be perfect, who have crazy, insecure minds about themselves and their bodies, and they can point out so many flaws you would never get. I read this book once about this personal trainer, and she was saying that women who were super thin would come in and be like, I just want to be curvy. I want to build up this body part and that body part. And then women who were super curvy would come in and be like, I just want to be stick, straight, rail thin. And they would want the opposite body that the other one had. And she wrote about how she started to notice all the time that women would consistently want something that was genetically impossible to them, and would also consistently refuse to see what they had that was actually good. They could only focus on what they did not have that they could not get. So I think about my deathbed a lot, and I always think about on my deathbed, will I regret this or not? And I can tell you, on your deathbed, you are going to regret hating your body your whole life. You are hands down 100% going to regret that. You will never regret choosing to love yourself. You'll never regret that. But you will look back and be like, wow, I made my life miserable and I did not have to. Why didn't I choose something else? I know it's not easy at all. It is not easy, but you still can do it. And a special little note about boys' opinions on you. There are some really great boys out there who do amazing things for women's body confidence, and I've experienced a lot of those boys in my life. I've met them. They're great. There's a lot of boys who are little pieces of crap, and they just run around destroying girls' confidence. Girls do this too to boys, but I'm talking about this, okay? If you are experiencing that right now, first of all, I just want to punch those boys in the face. But second of all, they don't get to choose what you think. They do not get to choose that. They don't get to choose what standards are put on you. They can't just decide, oh, here's a standard, I'm putting it on you. No. You get to say, no, I'm not taking that on. I will choose for myself, thank you. However, if you are not treating your body very well and you're putting a lot of stress in your body, you're harming your body, you're putting foods in it that have ingredients that would be considered to be kind of poison for your body, you're not exercising, you're not loving your body and your actions and taking care of it, that will make this whole thing way harder. It's very hard to love yourself and to say all these great things in your mind when simultaneously you are treating your body with disrespect. And I've seen a lot of very thin people as well as overweight people do this. So I'm not just talking about overweight. I've seen thin people abuse their bodies and just hate their bodies with their actions. And then their mindset follows. So in conclusion, get those actions together that show that you're loving your body, and then really focus on your mindset. If you can do those two things, I really think you're going to thank yourself. Because I know no one's telling you this right now, but you deserve to be loved and taken care of by others and by yourself. And looking a certain way doesn't make you more valuable and worthy of that love. It doesn't. You don't become worthy once you become thin or attractive in your mind. That's not how it works. You were born as this like beautiful soul that was worthy of all these amazing things. And then the world and your mind and other people just came in and put these dark things in front of you. That's not the light that you were made for. And this is optional, but if you believe in God, pray that God will change your heart. That the craziest thing I've seen in my life is praying for hearts to be changed and watching hearts change. Hands down, craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Pray for your own heart to change. And if you guys are wondering what my biggest insecurity was growing up, like as a teenager especially, it was that I was too thin and that I wasn't womanly enough. I wasn't like curvy and womanly, and I was not a woman.